a new day, and on that last video, I had said that the next set of videos is going to be about the statistical analysis component of my projects, and I had forgotten that there's one more step in this UI creation that I didn't cover. And so in the last video, we were working on my new database schema, my Facebook 4 schema, that just had about 20 or 25 posts, 15 posts, something like that. Very, very small count of posts it had. And we created the UI from scratch, basically. Use my HTML templates, we built it from scratch, and step by step. And we had the post loading from the database. Now, what happens when you get way up there in post, however, like my actual database, my Facebook Site 2 database schema that I use, the actual one that I use for my projects, has over 27,000 posts. It has over 400,000 comments and subcomments, comments and subcomments combined. It takes forever to load these posts from the database. And so what I did to address this eventually is I started loading my posts from the database. I had the data from the database copied over into a cache folder. And so we'll show that in this video, this part where I started having, basically I have my UI rendered from a cache. But first I've got a script typed up here. And I've changed the database back since the last video. I've changed the database back from it's back to my old database, the actual database I use my project on, the Facebook Site 2 schema, that has the 27,000 posts, the 430,000 subcomments and comments, whatever it happens to be, 400 plus 400,000, over 400,000. And so I've got this thing to pull the first 5 posts. I'm just going to show you how incredibly slow this thing is. And I've got my task manager set up here so that we can kill this if it takes too long. And it's probably, we're not even going to load the first post. It's probably what's going to happen. This is going to be so slow. But let me find this news feed for demo. Here we go. Again, I've only got it set to load the first 5 posts. And you can see already it's taking forever. Okay. So it's spinning. And what it's doing now is it's got the post text loaded, but it's got to load all the comments, and it has to query this comments table. And this comments table has got, I think it's 230, it might be 260, somewhere between 230 and 260,000 comments I've got. And so it's got to pull a huge amount of data for these comments and query this database. All these rows with all this data, which these tables have a lot of data. When you've got one cell that's got an entire Facebook post with all of this text, this is a lot of text right here. And like these that have these images, okay, these images are rendered with something called base 64 data. Okay, and here's the data that's in one base 64. Okay, look at this. All right, it won't even let me show the whole thing. Okay, so when you've got multiple images in a post, you've got a monster-sized block of data. Here, I'll copy this. Show you what this looks like. Let's have this here. Show you what this text looks like. Understand this pointlessly. We'll see here. Okay. With these strong tags. Okay, so this is one base 64 image here, and this is actually a small one. Okay, if you remember in this newsfeed for demo, we've got some base 64 images here. And you'll see here, so when you've got one single cell in a database, some of these got multiple emoticons, they've got other pictures that have huge blocks of text, There's a monster size, a huge amount of data to query here. We even got our first. Okay, we got the first post. Okay, and actually, newsfeed for demo. Okay, wow. Okay, so it did. We got them all 5 loaded. It took them forever to load the first post, and then these second ones were easier because they don't have any comments. But of course, you see, this takes them forever. And so what I did, and of course, obviously, if I had this set to load 20 or 30 or 50 or some figure like this, okay, it's going to be unbearably slow. These posts that we've got here, they don't have any sub comments, and that slows it down. But to continue on, what I did to address the slowness is I saved my post into a cache folder. So here I've got group 1, group 2, group 3. I got all these posts. So here we've got 3,587 posts. Here we've got 7,254. And I'm going to get these open here. And this just saves all of my data on a text file. And it's way, way, way faster. Okay, so you saw how long it took to load those. Let me go to my other UI, the one that loads from the cache folder, and you will see here that it is like an instantaneous. It loads all these posts. Okay, so there we go, and I've got the buzzword mode set on, and so it's highlighting these buzzwords. And so here I can go and search for group 4 from 01, 02, 2019. Sorry, not 2029, 2019. And this is what I was talking about in the last video about being able to query the data. And when you have all your data organized, you can query it. Let's see, it's 06, 2019. Actually, let's see, 05. Actually, 03. There we go. 2019. Okay, and I've got my buzzword hard-coded. It's hard-coded to be on. And it takes it a while because of this buzzword mode. Because it's got to bold all these posts. It's got to bold all the text. It has to search through all the text. Okay, but we're going to have a bunch of posts here when this loads. And it will take it a second because of this buzz mode. It takes it a second anyways, but it's way, way faster than the than doing it from the database. And I want to say here, I'll change this here. What I want to do actually, let me see if I can get this to copy over. Copy over here. I'm going to turn this buzzword mode off. I had it hard coded, so you know it was okay. And now it's still hard coded. My Dreamweaver is not copying the folder over to not copying the file over to my server folder. It does that when I got this video going. Okay. So here I've got the buzzword mode off. Let's do this again. don't know what the hell's going on here. Try this again. There we go. You'll see there, okay. And here, let's do this. Let's do a search here for group 4. And the reason I wrote group 4, I try to preserve the privacy of people. And this group was public for the longest time. And so, these people, their stuff has already been seen. Let's see if this works any faster. It's taking forever on this because it has to go and search. What it has to do is it has to search the text of every post, comment, and sub-comment in the collection. I don't know. I might have some kind of something going on here to make this. I don't know why it's taking so long. It may be that there's just a bazillion posts that I'm selecting in this, because you see here. See here it loads. We got how many? 11. We got 11 posts. Loads instantaneously. So let's try this. Let's try a shorter search. Shorter search. And I might have to find out why the hell this thing is taking. So I don't know why it's taking. I really don't. I mean, it is taking this thing forever and a day. Okay, well, we'll let this run. And what I'll do is I'll show you how this cache works. Let's give you a demo here. I'll just pick one of these. I want to copy this. I'm into my main folder here. Okay. I'm going to get this file. Okay, I've got my experiment file here where I use this to do random code things here. And we will get out this echo here, and we will let me go back here to this file. My other monitor here, I'm getting the file name. Okay. Your file equals. We have a file. Let's see. Contents equals file get contents file. Okay. Let's see here. I can't remember how I did this, but let's just call this post equals contents. Contents post and see if this does anything. Actually, so I'm going to echo, it's going to print. This thing is still going. You see this murder on my computer. getting these loaded. I got to find. I don't know what's going on here. It's causing things to be so slow. But let's go to my experiment file. Let's go to experiments. Let's see what we got undefined. Failed to open stream. File, get contact. Oh, wait. I put text in there. It's going to be txt. Okay, so you don't see this on my other monitor again. I'm changing the file name. Put a text instead of txt. Okay, and actually, I forgot a step here. This may not mean anything to you. I've got these posts loaded now. That's how many posts I've got loaded. But what I've actually got to do is okay. So here is the post. Good. So here's got all my post data. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to do this comments. So we've got comments here. We might not have any, but if we do, I'm going to have them here. Okay, so there's the comments, and then you already see we've got empty sub-comments. So basically what I do is I use these text files that have got all the data here, and I have some class files that render the text from those. So let me see if I can find something for you here. But I have basically, I've got a bunch of classes that are connected, and that load into this. There's a lot of classes involved here. But this right here, basically this is the final class that renders the post from the text file. And here we're going to find out why it took this thing absolutely forever. So here's this. Okay, this doesn't have how many posts we've got. So that was 32 posts for this. So we've got, let's see, I don't even count the post IDs here. Let's see how many posts we got. Okay, so we've got 46 posts here. And if you saw how slow that last one was going, if we loaded 40 on the news feed, even accounting for the fact that we had to boldface these buzzwords, it would have taken it absolutely forever. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get a selection that only has 3 posts. Let's go here to 01, 03. Let's get something that's real, just a few posts. See how fast we can get this thing to load. We won't mess with this long because I've got something going on somewhere. Okay, so that was fast. Let's go to 130. Let's go 115. I'm trying to fine tune it here so that we get a selection that has just a handful of posts like we had on that last one. Okay, see, there you go, 11 posts. See how fast this pops up? Go here and jump up to 25. Okay, Okay, 14 posts. That's how fast it is. But that is the final step in the UI. That I created the UI to be loaded from the text files, and I've got different ways of I use these text files for my statistical analysis, because these text files have the exact same data that's in my database for every post, and so I can use these text files to do the analysis for the post comments, sub comments, and my statistical components. And so this does, and this is it. This concludes the demonstration of the UI you've already saw here. I've got this buzzword mode, and let's go back here. And what this does is all the mental health buzzwords that I'm testing for, it will highlight them with bold text and increase the font size. And it takes it longer to do the buzzwords. Of course, I think you already saw this on some of these. I've got these. Let's go here. Where's the one? Where's that? Was this the one? Buzzword mode on. Here we go. See if we got any buzzwords. Didn't take it long. I'm on this. And this is useful once I get to the statistical analysis part. I can audit my statistical analysis, because my statistical analysis is based on the number of times these different buzzwords appear. And so, I can pull up an individual post from my scores table and count the buzzwords from this UI and say, do they actually appear? Do we actually have two copies of diagnosed? And what this looks like, 8 copies of diagnosis. I can manually audit this. This is it for the UI. And what I'll probably do in the next section, I will go over my statistical analysis, and actually I want to start a new set of videos on. No. Let me see. Let me think here. I'll continue on with this set of videos, and we will audit a row in my database to validate that my metrics, that my numbers are right. And so we'll get into that in the next video.